hot topics because The View starts right now with Whoopi, Joy Behar, Candace Cameron Bure, Raven Simone, and Paula Ferris. Now, let's get things started.
Performing later in the show. So, high heels have been called many, many things by women, but a new movement in Japan wants them to think of heels as empowering.
Really?
The Japan High Heel Association claims that, yes, that's
there is
right.
such a thing.
Yes, there is. They claim that high heels boost a woman's confidence and improve their posture. So, do you feel empowered when you're in heels?
I did when I was 15 on a show that made me wear heels because I was shorter than everybody. But I love that they say it boosts it helps your posture.
Yes.
It does for that moment, but in the long run, it hurts your back. Your calves. You have slip discs later. You have bunions and toe problems all day long. It ruins your feet. So it's only a momentary thing. I love a good heel. Trust me, YSL all day. But I think it's just for certain moments, not for the every. I see girls going to school in heels and just walking around. I'm like, sweetheart, you're back, honey.
There's nothing graceful in a heel because you're eventually going to get off a flat, solid surface, and you're going to have to look good doing it.
But I think they do look better. I know when I take a meeting or I go out or when I come out on this show, I've never been on the show, well, once, without a pair of heels, but they were still wedge sneakers.
Sneakers, I love that pair. I've seen those.
Can we just all say that you're 3 feet tall? I love a high heel. I wear a high heel all day long because I don't mind them. They don't bother my back.
I'm impressed that you can still do it because I can't wear them anymore. I mean, I got them on today, but for 2 minutes. I don't see how the words empowering and excruciating can be used in the same sentence.
My grandma, she watches the show all the time. I don't know exactly how old she is, but she's in her older range. Obviously, she's my grandma. She wears tip and sits. I know, she wears tip and sits.
That's right.
In her Chanel shoes, she tips in.
And then she sits
down.
Yeah.
So she doesn't have to do anything, but her own doctor told her to take those shoes off.
The feminists have a phrase. They say the higher the heel, the lower the consciousness. How do you feel about that?
I think that's... Sorry.
Yeah, I don't think that's...
I'm sorry. That's feminist. Look, watch yourselves, okay?
Well, I'm not saying every feminist says that, but I have seen that.
I think that's BS.
That if you have to walk around with those high heels,
I walk around in high heels. There's nothing wrong with my brain.
Well, I love a wedge sneaker, and I love a clunkier heel. It's the traditional heels that bother me, that feel a little stilty.
They're scary.
Yeah.
They're great in grass.
You know.
Just
they make a calf look
that's
so
the worst
good.
when you go to a wedding and you're sitting in the grass. No one warns you, and you're just in the grass.
Yeah, you walk on your
that
toes.
empowering boost starts to diminish.
On your toes, and then your calves look amazing.
So here's what I don't understand. If you're wearing high heels to an event, y'all don't carry any kind of flat, so that if you get to the grass, you're not going damn and sinking in and can't move.
I learned that later.
I have these great teaks flats, and they fold up, so you can just put them in a really small
so
purse.
you can have them and arrive the way you want to look, and then take those bad boys off if they bother your feet.
No, only thing that I do actually when buying a heel is I run around the store because you never know when you need to run. So I never buy a pair of heels that I can't run in.
That's a good point.
Don't laugh. I'm serious.
Raven stops, drops, and rolls in her heels.
I want to run around with you.
I have so much fun.
It sounds like
You have to buy heels that you can run in.
Look, I run in everything. I run in everything because someone's always trying to track me down. Always. Saying, you owe me, bye. You know, people in the workplace better keep an eye on the fridge because a recent New York Post article found that 17% of workers have had their food or snacks stolen by other co-workers.
I'm like, who does it?
Look, she's all serious. Her face is so serious right now. She's done it.
So here's the question. Have you ever helped yourself to somebody else's lunch?
Okay, I admit I went in Paula's fridge yesterday in her dressing room, and she wasn't there, and I took her coconut milk because I ran out.
Did you text her?
No. But
At least you knew the person. You didn't shop by the coolest thing in the fridge.
True. And I didn't finish it, but I would replace it if I did finish it, but it was a little sip. But I went in without asking.
I've never done
Sorry,
that, but
Paula.
I have every time I've been fired from a job, I've stolen office supplies. I do. Everybody does that, apparently. I mean, you have to set up your office. I'm a white-collar criminal, actually, because you take, you have the paper, and how many push pins does one need? But you take a few boxes of those, some staples. I still have staples from when I was fired from Good Morning America 35 years ago. I do. Little staples.
There are people stealing, like if someone just went and got a sandwich or they brought in their own leftover. People are digging into those bags in the refrigerator.
Oh, the refrigerator, no. They do that in the teacher's room. The teachers are always doing that.
Would you get a nanny cam, though? Would you get a nanny cam to find out who was stealing your food?
That guy got fired who put up the nanny cam, by the way. Yeah, he got fired because you're not allowed to put up a nanny cam.
Then quit stealing the food.
Well, what's that?
Are they feeding? See, if you can't, businesses can't have everything. If someone says somebody's stealing my food, and I brought in a nanny cam to find out who it is, you gotta let them do that. Or provide lunch for everybody.
Ooh.
Then you don't have to worry about it.
Or a security guard by the refrigerator.
Or a dog. I don't want to eat other people's food because I don't know how they cook. I don't know how they do stuff in their house. I'm not putting nothing in my mouth that I haven't already looked at.
Yes,
right, exactly.
You're right. I think the only time it's okay is when it's sweet. Like if someone has...
It's never okay to take somebody else's stuff.
But like, you know how they have candy on their desk?
There's no way that you can get around this.
Well, I mean, I feel like they put the candy out there probably for interactions when they're there.
But that's not the refrigerator.
That's true.
I think the refrigerator is, if people have an area to put their lunch because they have to bring their lunch.
Yeah.
And somebody comes and their name is on it, and you go in and take it. To me, that's a really horrifying thing.
But if people have like birthday things or cookies, I feel like even though they're not eating them present.
You're just trying to eat.
Well, just the sweets. Like, I just feel like there's a justification if there are multiple cupcakes that and I eat it in celebration of you.
Can we say that it is because you breastfeed and then you get hungry?
I am so hungry right now.
All the time. I'm afraid of you because I feel like you're going to go past my room and say, chocolate. I'm going to have to fight you off and go, no, back up.
You're right.
All right. We'll be right back with more Hot Topics. Yeah, we're out of control.
Is bribing your kids to behave the best way to keep them in line? See which ladies are buying into this next. This week on The View, our Hot Topics are hot, hot, hot. And we've got such an epic week of stars and surprises. You just can't miss The View. All new this week on ABC. Later, the Big Bang Theory star Simon Helberg hits the table. Plus, singing superstar Alessia Cara performs her latest hit.
Welcome back. A lot of parents apparently use the threat of punishment to get their teenage kids to do something, but research has found that it's much more effective to bribe them into doing it. Yeah. So should parents reward their kids for doing stuff like cleaning their room, or should you have to bribe a kid?
That's how they train dogs, though, right?
Yeah, but they give them food. Yeah.
On the good times, they reward them and they ignore the bad times.
Actors too. I get actor treats all the time too.
Really? Like if you nail a scene, you get cookies thrown at you or something?
Totally.
I think that to clean your room, you shouldn't be rewarded.
The basics.
But if you do, mow the lawn or something you would actually have to pay somebody to do, you might want to pay them for that. I would go along with that.
I've never paid my kid to do chores. Extra stuff, like you said, I've done that if it, my kids want to play with their friends, but I really need someone to do errands instead. I'll be like, I'll give you $20. Like,
That's
go
right.
do all of
What's wrong
this
with that?
please for me.
I like that.
But I wouldn't ever. I do admit, though, when my kids were younger, I may have bribed them to complete their homework. I may have said, like, I'll give you $1, or I'll give you an extra cookie to finish your homework. But for cleaning rooms and all that, no, that's just a respectful thing. You're living in my home, and you need to clean your room.
I was just thinking, did I ever punish my daughter? I don't think I ever punished her. And I don't think I was ever punished. Ever in my whole life.
Absolutely never punished. Absolutely never punished.
I punished my kids all the time.
Punished me, and I have never had to punish my daughter. And if she did something that you say was wrong, I don't know when I did.
Did she ever sneak out or go somewhere?
One time she came home very late, and very late, like 4 in the morning. And
That's like tomorrow.
I lived in an apartment building where there was a terrace. I would have jumped, but I was waiting for daylight because I was so hysterical waiting. It's like, and that was bad. And when she came in, I was just so relieved that she was okay that I just went to sleep and forgot about it.
Oh, I wish my parents would have done that.
Did she do it again after that?
No, she never did because she saw how upset I was,
Joy, what was the naughtiest?
Guilt, I think, works best of all.
Listen, respect works better than everything because my mother didn't have to bribe me to do stuff. She said, this is what I want, and that's what you did. It wasn't a conversation. It was like, I tell you, You know, and my kid was the same way. She was kooky, but if I said, just this is what I need you to do.
For a couple times, my kids have chosen, knowing what the consequences would be, have chosen to take the consequences because they really want to do what they want to do.
Like when?
And that blows my mind. Like miss curfew. Like you know what's going to happen if you miss curfew.
What happened?
But what happened?
You're stuck.
I'm going to call. What did I do after?
Well, what's the consequence for missing curfew? Because I want to decide.
Oh, cars taken away. Cars taken away. You don't get to drive anymore. You lost the privilege of driving if you're not home.
Up?
What?
They'll give that
up. Gave it up. Gave it up. And that blows my mind, though. I don't understand that. And then I'm like, what?
But
really?
but it's actually a really great thing because they're thoughtful. They're saying, is this something I want to do this much? You want that. I think you want that in a kid because your kids know what consequences are. I think most of the time, if you're going to give your kid money to do stuff that they want to do, that's all great, but you have to teach them. There's stuff they have to do. I got to do it, you got to do it. If you eat in here, wash the damn dishes.
Yeah, that's right.
Wash the dishes.
Well, that
Don't
makes
leave
sense,
them.
of course.
You know, and I'm not going to pay you to do that. You know, but I think parents sometimes, we're lazy. And we say, okay, it's much better to pay you,
got a firecracker one.
you know, than to make you, to annoy you enough.
Here's the hard part. When the car gets taken away, now it's my responsibility. I have to drive again to drive my kid all around.
right.
And I think your kid hopes that mom's just going to be like, okay, fine, take the car.
Yeah.
I can't do it anymore.
can't cave them.
But you can't.
No,
You
cannot.
absolutely cannot.
It's important that your kids know what their lines are and what your job is as parent. I think for me that is the most important
Amen
thing that
and
scares
amen.
me. All right, you heard. She liked it. She said, all right. Jay said, okay, so we're going. We'll be right back.
Next, Candace confesses the growing sign of age that hit her right on the chin.
Everybody has to deal with getting older, and some blogger on Scary Mommy listed some things she is not complaining about. Stuff like going to sleep at 9 p.m., not wearing heels, just having one glass of wine. What, are you crazy?
One glass of wine.
So you found something you were shocked.
Signs of aging. She also lists, what the heck is that? You know when you just get older and you just start finding stuff that you never had? Well, I found my first chin hair.
Did you name it? Did you name it?
Gosh, I was mortified.
Did you name it?
No, I plucked it out.
Fred.
But my husband found it. He was like, I don't want to embarrass you.
But there's
he
hair.
was like, you have that hair. And I was like, what?
It used to look like a braid hanging down. I mean,
No, you have to see it in a certain light.
In a certain light.
Because it's blonde sometimes, and
Yeah.
there it is. This thing.
Oh, my first
Hold
one.
on a second, let me ask.
embarrassing.
you find any blonde hair? You find any of y'all find any blonde hair? Give us another color.
All right, and mine, it's brown.
Yours
Or
is
white,
brown.
possibly.
Any brown or white hairs hanging out? Okay.
on.
Brown, white, okay.
Well, hers was blonde. Right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Ish.
You know.
But what's the point of this story exactly?
I have no idea.
Getting older.
Everything's changing, and some things you don't complain
Yes.
about, like the early bedtime. I've had that my whole life.
Oh, things that you now like.
Yeah, that you're
being old.
okay about
I
getting
think
older.
that's the sign of an adult, going to bed early, or
you
going to
have a
bed when you're
job that-
tired. Who
or you
cares
have
if
a
it's
job
7?
that
You go to
requires
bed.
you to wake
Right.
up early. I got to go to bed so early now because of this job. So I mean,
Well, what time do you wake up in the morning?
almost 4 o'clock.
Why? We don't get still on the air until 11 o'clock.
First of all, the
What are you
producer in my
doing
ear
at 4
says
in
I
the-
sleep all day. Only half the day.
She goes to school.
I do go to school. I have classwork to do. I have homework for this place, and I have to start working out, so I'm adding that onto my time.
You do this all at 4
Eventually.
o'clock in the morning?
Well, yeah, because I do like to sleep to the day, Candy. I do like to sleep, but I also have a lot of work that needs to be done for school.
So you do it all at 4 a.m.?
I do a lot of it, and then by that time I have my shower. It doesn't matter anyway. The situation, the fact is, I want to tell you guys what I'm excited about getting older, which normal people are not happy about. I'm excited about getting gray and having my hair look like my elders in my family. They have the most beautiful hair to me, soft and like curly and just right, and I cannot wait to be silver. I'm so excited.
Well, it depends really
You'll
on
never
where that
see me.
hair is. Because I tell you the shock for me.
Whoopee!
We'll be right back.
Hey guys, Simon Helberg here to talk to the ladies about my new movie, Florence Foster Jenkins, starring Meryl Streep. You know, between the two of us, we've been nominated for 19 Oscars. Not too shabby.
How's this all gonna work? Do we get a nanny? Can we afford a nanny? If we can, we can't get a pretty one because it'll wreck our marriage. We can't get an ugly one because it'll scare the kid.
I don't know, Howie.
we in a good school district? But you're Catholic. I'm Jewish. What religion do we raise it? And if it's a boy, do we get him circumcised? People say it's barbaric, but if we don't, it looks like a pig in a blanket.
Simon Helberg stars in TV's most popular sitcom, The Big Bang Theory, and he's starring on the big screen with the great Meryl Streep in the new movie, Florence Foster Jenkins. Please welcome Simon Helberg. Good, doesn't it?
I need this. I need that validation just to get out of bed in the mornings.
How does it feel? How does it feel to be surrounded by all these gorgeous women?
Oh, you know, it's just like my first time in life, you know.
Yeah.
There's only one woman, but I like having multiple women around me
Do you?
at all times. So,
Do you?
Thank you. Very colorful, very beautiful blouses.
And you know, we were talking about getting older and you know, finding chin hairs and things. Now you're a young guy. No gray hair yet, so you're a kid.
It's happening slowly.
What's happening to you?
Well, why? You say that so you're so judgmental.
No, I'm asking, is anything happening to you as you age in this world? As we all must.
Well, no growth spurt. That was something I still holding out on. I had to get orthotics, which was really kind of...
Ooh, that's good for you.
But it's not cool, though.
No,
it's
you don't want to admit that.
Don't tell everybody.
No, no one's watching. Right?
So, Sai, may I call you Sai?
Please do.
So, we want to congratulate you because Big Bang Theory is the biggest hit on television. And for
My flat feet did not prevent me from having a successful career.
Well, that's what I tell everybody. Don't worry if they flop.
Yeah.
It will be all right. But for people who have not seen the show, the one person out there who hasn't seen it, it's about 4 nerdy physicists and the women in their lives. And with such a popular show, people tend to recognize you. I understand they recognize you and ask for autographs at the strangest times.
Yeah, they do. I had to make an emergency landing once in a plane, which is...
You were flying the plane?
That's why we had to land. I don't know how to fly, so I think I should land. It's a terrible emergency, but no, a professional was flying, and I got up because they said, oh, well, you know, they're very calm about it. They said, just please return to your seats. We're going to make an emergency landing, and I got up to say, well, is everything okay? And the flight attendant said, yeah, just have a seat, but do you mind if we just get a quick selfie? And I was like, if you land the plane
safely,
yeah, I will take a nude selfie. Please. So.
Your character on the show, Howard, is well known for the way he dresses.
Yeah.
And the fashions are out of this world.
Yeah.
What happens when you go into the wardrobe room? Do you have any say in this?
I cry. I usually cry. And then there's a team of ladies that just roll my pants on, just butter me up and roll up.
Oh, they're super tight, eh?
They're very tight and revealing, and that's the life I've chosen to lead. I guess. So,
no, what people may not know is before you became an actor, you were actually wanted to be a musician.
Yeah.
Like boy band musician or like rocker?
Yeah, no, boy band. I grew out a ducktail, and I didn't know how to do anything, but I had a ducktail, so I was...
So you were ready.
You were ready.
I was camera ready. Yeah.
What was your band of choice? What was your name?
Well,
I did.
I did enjoy it. I like New Kids on the Block.
New Kids on the Block, yes!
Such a McIntyre. Look at his eyes, guys. Such a McIntyre.
Yeah. So and then I
have no idea what the hell you're talking about. But I'm sorry.
No, I should be sorry. I like New Kids on the Block.
No, it wasn't you. It was them.
Okay. Yeah. Well, but then I started to play because I think I couldn't sing, and my parents they didn't tell me that. They just said maybe you should maybe you should take some lessons, some piano lessons. And I said, why? You don't like my? Well, let me show you this dance move, and then I would swing my legs around. And they're like, here's the number of a piano teacher. Please, anything. So I took piano lessons.
Yes, and this movie that you just did with Meryl Streep, he plays the piano player. It's called Florence Foster Jenkins.
Yes. Right.
You have to see this film. I saw it in a screen.
A lot of people would be in the same position.
No, she would not even be able to sing it back. She was that bad. But
I heard
you actually played the piano.
Yes,
right?
I did. Yeah, those lessons paid off. I somehow, I was sitting there with Meryl Streep accompanying her.
Were you intimidated by her? She's so brilliant.
I had never heard of her, so, you know.
I heard you had some problems filming with her, though, right?
Well, she's very handsy. What are you talking about? No, you mean laughing? And she's brilliant, and she's brilliantly funny, and to hear her sing like that, we laughed. The movie's sort of filled with us just trying to keep it together, I think.
Awesome.
And
well, we do have a clip of it, so let's see it.
Great.
See Meryl in action.
As Simon said, in her to sing that badly, she had to be. Meryl can actually sing.
Yeah.
So she does. This is the real Meryl singing. It's an unbelievable performance. Anyway, he's wonderful in the movie. So funny, and just the faces the looks that he gives her, and all the enablers around her. It's just wonderful.
I have a funny face. What can I say?
So we want to thank you.
Thank you for having
thanks to
me.
Simon Helberg, Florence Foster Jenkins. Opens in theaters on August 12th. So go see it. It's great. And we'll be right back.
That was Alessia Cara on The View 9 months ago, singing her smash hit Here, which is actually my alarm to get to work on time. Anyway, the video for that song has 100 million hits on YouTube and counting, and her latest single has a message young girls and all women need to listen to. Please welcome Alessia Cara. Hi.
Hi.
You know I love you. Okay.
We all love you.
Me too, guys. A few weeks ago when you turned 20 years old, you released a new video, your latest one, and the song is Scars to Your Beautiful, and you're going to be performing for us later. Can you tell us about what it means and what the song is about?
Yeah. So I think, there are so many expectations placed on women. This song is about, first of all, it's about self-acceptance, mainly for young women, and just women in general. And there's so many expectations that are placed on us as women on a daily basis, whether it's the way we look, the way we dress, what size we need to be, what color we should be, all these expectations and all these molds that we have to fit into, or that we think we need to fit into. And oftentimes, because of this, we feel like we need to go through all these extremes to love ourselves, whether that's altering our bodies or doing things to ourselves and scarring the beautiful that we already have in order to feel beautiful. And I think that's so false and so twisted, and I wanted to make a song to remind everybody that the world needs to change their minds about you, but you never need to change for the world because you are beautiful.
One of the many things that I adore and respect about you is your comfortability with yourself and the fact that you don't need a whole bunch of makeup and glitz and glamour to perform on stage. However, that also gets you backlash on social media. How is that? Because, girl, I wish I could come out on stage with no makeup. You don't even know. They get so mad at me because I don't put my eyebrows on. So tell me how you deal with it.
It is hard because I'm still, I just turned 20, but I'm still really young, and with young age sometimes comes self-esteem issues, and I'm still dealing with it, of course. I still go through these things, and when I see things online, it does sometimes get to me because I am kind of new to the industry and stuff, but I just try to remind myself that I'm here to sing my songs, I'm here to be who I am, and I'm not here to, impress anybody. I'm just here to be myself.
I love your message so much. It inspires me for my daughter, who's almost 18 years old. Great role model you are.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about the video because it's so powerful. How did you come up with the concept?
So if you see the video, I don't know if anyone has seen it, but if you see it, yeah, cool. It's just a little anecdotes and people that have, whether it's internal scars or external scars, visible things that they struggle with, and just basically just describing how they overcame those struggles and how they got to the place that they are, the comfortable place that they're in now.
You are now on tour with one of the biggest, most famous, amazing bands. How did that come about?
Oh my goodness.
Coldplay, by the way.
Coldplay,
sorry.
yeah. Yeah, it's amazing. Crazy. Yeah, they're my favorite band too. Like Chris Martin's one of my favorite writers of all time. So I freaked out. Actually, we have the same agent, and so apparently the band asked our agent if I was available to go on tour, and I was like, okay, yeah, casual.
Here to perform Scars to Your Beautiful off her album Know It All is Alessia Cara.
Took my shoes off in honor of you because I wear heels. Thank you so much. Thanks to Alessia Cara. We'll be right back.
So this happened at Hot Topics.
Apparently trending online right now is the hashtag my unolympic event.
My event would be Bacon Marathon. I would love to do an obstacle course with my dogs.
Enjoy. Me?
Yeah, talking.
Oh yeah, it's The View tomorrow on ABC. The incredible Manzari brothers are showing off their sizzling steps and teaching the ladies how to tap.
Welcome back. There was a man who went on a mission to lose weight and posted it on Reddit. That after he finally got himself in shape, his wife asked him to gain the weight back. So one thing she worried about was that more women would hit on him, and now that he's fit, and that maybe he would stray.
That's a good point. It could happen.
But I think I think that she had gained so much because she had a baby.
Yeah.
And she couldn't lose it.
she couldn't lose the weight. And suddenly, you know, they were trying together, and he got fit, and she got very...
But I actually can relate to this for 1 second. When I was pregnant, I remember I knew this wasn't the right way to think, but when Max would leave and go to the gym, because at that point in the pregnancy, I couldn't go, I used to get a little annoyed that rather than staying and keeping me company and being with me, he got to go to the gym, which I couldn't, and he was leaving me.
I'm sorry, did you not want him to do it because you wanted it was something that you liked doing, or you were concerned that he would look better than you?
Maybe a little of both, because I wasn't feeling my best either.
Right.
So I kind of was like, why don't you stay and we can eat or something? Like, back to that would be.
I see. It's all about the food.
I must have a screw loose in my head for some reason, because I like to date people that I feel secure with. And if I start myself feeling any inkling of self-doubt, or are you cheating on me, I nix it in the bud. Either I have the conversation right there, I talk about it, or I leave.
Here's part of the problem. If you've been pregnant, you have all kind of hormones going on in your body, and so it's kind of hard to know what's really happening until you're out of it, I think. But I saw that you were concerned that he would put it back on, or did I misread you?
Oh, no, I just think it would be a shame if he did put it back on, because if he did it for health reasons, that's such a good thing. And, of course, you would want your spouse encouraging you and hopefully maybe get on the health bandwagon with you. But I understand it's tough if you can start to feel insecure if you've had a baby, or you're just not in that state of mind to be like, I'm ready for this fitness journey, but your partner is. But you shouldn't drag your partner down, because if the reasons are for health, that's a very good thing. Like maybe get there eventually, hopefully you will, but don't ask your partner to gain weight.
You know, I remember when I was pregnant, I had a lot of men hitting on me. I think they figured, hey, she did it once. I really do think that was it. But suddenly, men were coming on to me all over the place as I was pregnant.
That glow.
One of the good things about being married, you know, to somebody for many, many years, you just walk around, everything's hanging, you don't care anymore. The chin hairs, he pulls them out. He will pull them out. I mean, it's a beautiful thing.
We want you to have a great day, everybody, and take a little time to enjoy